Welcome to Fifth Third Stadium, home to the Kennesaw State Owls. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He leaves it with his back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Odom. Snagged out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just need a few inches on 3rd down to move the sticks on this opening drive. They'll try to run for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
He wants to change this route. to throw. It's Flores. And the physical play there forces the... completion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got it. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber. He smashes his way through again. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Direct snap. Slithers into space. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air, it's Flores. Got it in the middle, it's Brock. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give to the tailback. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game to stop.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today, bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking for a man. It's Flores. That's caught. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Fields. Turning it on. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Getting set for the point after. Back to pass. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the 1st half, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Flores. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Fields. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. First and 10, they're down to the 25. They'll leave it with him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ready? To the air, it's Odom. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moss. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Fires to the wideout. Just way off target and missed it.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 15. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Fires into the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?